Yo, what is going on? Fellas, So, I'll answer the most obvious thing that someone's about to say, which I would too. Phil, why are you rocking back and forth, man? Are you going crazy? You can't even sit still? Losing your mind rocking back and forth? Nope, it turns out I got one of those walkie thingies. I got the under the desk treadmill thing. Like a boss. So Galback was nice enough to get me one of these things for Christmas. So yo, I'll be walking. I don't know how long today. We'll see. I don't really know. Am I gonna go 30 miles? Am I gonna go 50? I don't know. I'm already hot, so that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Oh yeah, so first off, third off. So split MF, and this is just shout out for anybody here. The game name is Fill Me Up 1, Password 1. Play on words, PHIL. Phil trying out the under the desk treadmill today. Yeah. So yeah, more than trying it out, we're really putting it to use today. So by the end of today's stream, I'm gonna be skinny, looking great. So it's going to be amazing. Also, we got to shout everybody out. Per usual, what's going on? Anthony, Scott, Duluth, Damien, Lawn Bear, Smelly Mum? What's going on? Keeps a laying. Ooh. Mr. Job over here. What is going on? Welcome in there over on Twitch, Seth. Saffron. Boov. Yo. Heart rate monitor on stream. Yeah. I'm a little depressed. It's so, well, you know what the thing is I wasn't sure if I'm just sitting down here not doing anything, I get very cold. So I had the vents open, warming it up down here, and now I'm incredibly hot. So may have misplayed it today. Didn't exactly min-max my opportunity here, but it is what it is. We only got it set on like 2, I think, miles an hour, so we're not going too crazy. Hi from Taiwan. Claude, yo, welcome in. So, Nova Sorceress attacking. Good for this, but man, picking up items, I feel is going to be a struggle. Because, like, the mouse shakes ever so slightly every time you go to click on something. Devastating. Claude, yo, thank you for the 75, North Taiwanese dollars or something? NT. Don't know what that stands for. But thank you for the 75 monies. Claude, you slayer. Appreciate you. Who sells those heart rate monitors for streamers? I mean, is that like I'm pretty sure you can just get kind of any of the mid-range heart rate monitors and you can view the stuff on your phone or log into your like app through like you know, like you Bluetooth it to your phone or whatever, or you can log in through the website. I'm sure like even like probably the Apple Watch or something. Kind of speculating here, but that's what I think. I think it probably a lot of them. Nick, welcome in. Yo. Huh. Did the notification come in here on screen, or am I blind and I'm just maybe YouTube's behind? It's pretty common. Either way, Claude, once again, thank you so much. My name is not Mr. Job. Well, I can see your first name. It starts with an L. Then your last name is Job. So I can tell there. Some kind of widget in OBS. Well, if you can pull something up, I'll give you this example, Saffron. Like, I don't have a special widget for my Fight for Air Climb charity stream. What I do is I pull it up on a website, and then I drop out the background with a chroma key, and then I crop it down to size. So you don't really necessarily need a widget. You can kind of make one up yourself. But I mean, there might be. I obviously don't know everything about everything that exists in the world. Maybe it seems like a small market for specifically Streamlab widgets, heart rate monitors. Seems very, very niched down. Jordan, yo, thank you for 15 months of Slayership. Ooh, appreciate you. Thank you so much. My man. Huh. It read off, but it never popped up. It never popped up on screen, did it? Never popped up on the thing. Alert box visible. Should be visible. Huh. Okay. I guess it's nothing I can really troubleshoot at the moment. So now we got a few more people in here. I'll shout it out again. I'm gonna do some split MF, and I'm gonna be running the pits. So if you guys want to go out anywhere else, I guess I'm done with this run. But it's gonna be Phil, Phil, fill me up. Oh, I need to change the password. Fill me up 2. Fill me up 2. And the, oopsie, the password's 1 right now, but I'm gonna change the password to Phil. Yep, Jordan's walking and slaying today. Yep. My wife got me one of these. Ooh, it is Arcane Sanctuary. I did say I was gonna do the pits though. Arcane Sanctuary is pretty nasty though. I do kind of want to do the Arcane Sanctuary if it's up right now. So yeah, welcome in everybody. Wicked Ball, welcome in. This is more difficult than I anticipated, to be honest. Good for me though, huh? Busy Sunday, legendary, mark making. Ooh, welcome in. Oh yeah, we're on ladder, so I can grab all the gems. Gotta remember that one. Uh-oh. There we go. I'd like to get at least one more there. Appreciate you, Deuce and Zep up here, joining me on some split magic finding. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Let's see, I didn't really, oh, speaking of good weekends. Speaking of good weekends. How about them Lions? Ooh, how about them Lions? Oh my goodness. Don't know if there's any fans of the greatest team ever to exist on the history of the planet out there besides myself, but the Lions took down them Vikings over the weekend. Just as I had hoped. I never like when the games are close, so I'm glad that it was like not close. It's a joke, Claude. It's a joke. It's a joke. Vikes didn't make a good showing. Yeah, Darnold looked rough. And the thing is, too, is that the Lions only have like half their defense. They're like signing dudes off the couch a couple weeks ago and then just shut down like Jefferson. And well, the thing is, too, is that they're on one drive when they were on like the 10-yard line. There was one play where Justin Jefferson was wide open in the end zone and Darnold missed him. And there was another one where Addison was wide open in the end zone and Darnold just didn't see him. Like he didn't like miss him on the throw. He just never saw him because he was just terrified. Just terrified. Mark said he gambled at Chaco and Chances during the vendor thing. Nice, nice. Is this hardcore ladder? Heck no. Magaldo Gamer, I think is how you pronounce that. No, I'm not a hardcore player kind of guy, especially when I'm trying to read chat and I'm marching on the treadmill and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Not my thing at all. Where the Viking fans at, says Biv? Oh man, calling him out. Mogul Gamer. Okay, I don't know. Mogul.gamer. Gotcha. So Mogul Gamer. Gotcha. What's called Mogul? Do I want a free Griffins? I'm all good. I have a Griffins. I actually gave 10 Griffins away the other day on stream, so appreciate the offer, kind of you, but I'm all set. I do have a Griffins, but I just decided I wanted to get more Magic Find to find more magicalness. right? So, Soul Reed, welcome in. Tried to look up NFL playoff standings, and something I got confused at how the league is played. It could be a little bit confusing with just the only part that I would say would be confusing is if you don't know / understand how the wild card works, which pretty much just means if you're one of the last teams with one of the worst records that made the playoffs, you have to play the first week. But the Lions won to the division, so we get a bye. So it's essentially like we automatically win the first week without playing. Which is in the NFL, when you get beat up, is great to have. The sick thing, I just seen this morning, they put it up on ESPN. The Lions are the favorite to win the Super Bowl this year, which, oh my gosh. Speaking of things you never thought you'd hear in your lifetime, for the Daily Double, Alex. What's the AFC, NFC? Okay, so it's just like it's just two different divisions. It's just two different places they break the teams up into. There we go, popped up now. It's essentially, not literally. It originally was two different leagues, I think, that merged, but it's kind of like the left half of the United States, those football teams, and the right half, sorta. Not really, because San Francisco is somehow in the same division as like Detroit, or shoot, I always get the names mixed up. Conference, but it's because there's so many East Coast teams, and then obviously like Montana doesn't have a football team, and like, you know, North Dakota doesn't have a football team, and South Dakota and Nebraska, but yeah. Shout out Wicked Ball. I forgot if I shouted you out or not. So, great day in Canada today. Oh, okay. Well, we're not going to go into politics regardless of country, but glad you're happy, I suppose. Favorite childhood cartoon or TV show growing up? Oh my gosh, favorite? I don't know if I've ever thought about that. Boy, I don't know. I'll need a few days to think about that one. By the way, this is the game name up here. Phil, it's my name, and then it's me up 2. And the password right now is just 1. The next game I'm gonna change the password to, I think it's just gonna be Phil, like Phil3 password Phil or something like that. So if anyone wants to join, we're just doing split MF. And right now I'm just running, personally I'm just running this Terror Zone for the next little bit until it's gone. Then I'm gonna go to the pits. So if anyone wants to get into a split MF game, if not, all good. The winner of each gets in the Super Bowl. Yes, exactly. Yep. Exactly, Saffron, yeah. Marty says, then they lose in the second round. Oh, you think the Lions are going to lose to the Vikings when they play them a second time, Marty? I don't know about that. All right, this one is done here. How much time we got? Oh, it's got 1 minute. Oh boy, we'll hop to the next one. So I'm just gonna go Phil. Oh boy, that's how good I typed when I'm walking here. Phil3, password Phil. If anyone wants to join, just some split Magic Find games. Any given Sunday, right? Yeah, the NFL is, it do be like that. Never know what can happen. So I'm just gonna hop on the pits here, hop to the pits. Joe Montana is the name of just a regular guy from Montana. Yeah, true story. True story. This way? Boy, I'm exhausted. I need to go take a nap already. I was walking. Marty says, even if it's seemingly rigged, that's why he loves the NFL. Yeah, every game is so important. Like, it's so infrequent, yeah. Week 18 or whatever it is. There is a game or two that's, these people are out of the playoffs already. But in all other sports, half the season doesn't matter, or like literally the regular season doesn't matter. You just like grind through it until you get to 168 games later in the MLB, or 82 games later in the NBA, or whatever it is, you know. I guess maybe something like that. No. It's just in the NFL. It's just you play the person that you get matched up against. If you lose, you're done for the season. There's no points. There's no like when the tournament's up. No, it's just you're just one and done. The game you're playing today is all that matters. By today, I mean like whatever day it is, right? Any good? See, Tigers prove this year that the regular season is in baseball has lost its worth. Yeah, the baseball is completely worthless. Like the regular season. I mean, they've just added too many games. And I know it was their plan to make money, whatever, you know, I guess. You know, what you gonna say? Corporations, right? But there's too many games. Literally, the NFL would have probably done the same thing if it was possible. Literally, if it was possible, the NFL would have probably ruined the league out of like short-term greed. Because yeah, short-term, yeah. If you have more games, this year we'll make more money. But over time, it ruins the game for the fans. And having too many games, literally, people just go, oh, it's just another game. It's just another game. Just another game. Just another game. All right, we'll go Phil 4. Password is Phil. If anyone wants to join us, by the way, feel free to hop in. Phil 4. Password is Phil. No, I'm actually not even at the 105 breakpoint, to be honest. I just decided I wanted the extra magic find, and I would drop down a breakpoint. So that's what I did. I do need to do a giveaway game. Oh, Phil!
Donated $4.99
Phil!
through Super Chat. Also a Phil here. Thanks for all the D2 advice.
Legendary. Thank you so much for the $5 Super Chat. Fellow Phil. Ooh, my man. Very kind of you for helping support the channel. Really, really, really do appreciate it. Anyone who hopped in a little more recently here, my wife got me under the desk treadmill thing for Christmas. I finally got it set up. Because of my height, I had to build a very simplistic, but I just had to take the time to do it, I guess, platform for my desk, so my standing desk would be tall enough for my gigantic heightness. So how far did we go so far? Well, that's the speed. I was like 2 miles already. Holy moly. No, I only haven't set the 2 miles an hour, so I guess I could look at the time. Not even a mile yet. Man, gotta turn the heat down in this house. Oh my gosh. Oh, my Merc died. Good call on that one. I did not notice that. I was too busy trying to think, which is always my downfall. Yeah, Saffron up a minute ago, we were talking about football. He says in soccer, it's a two game system so that each team can play at home. Gotcha. Yeah, no, in the playoffs, so the Lions won that game last night, so they won their division. So they actually play at home all through the playoffs until the Super Bowl. So that's why it's so huge. You skip a game, and I'm pretty sure I could be remembering wrong, but I think they play home every game in the playoffs now. Except the Super Bowl is always on like well, I was gonna say neutral site, but it's predetermined like years in advance. So you never know who's gonna make the Super Bowl. They could theoretically play at home if you got lucky, but oh, Rez on the walking pad at the same time. Working, nice. Nice. Appreciate you guys joining me here too. Anyone who hopped into the game who's out there slaying in the same game with me. Where do you go to farm when you have no gear and are lightning based? Arcane Sanctuary. The Countess, getting runes for that. Killing packs on the way down to the Countess. Skipping the archers, of course, because they're immune to lightning. But the carvers on the way down there and the ghosts are super easy. And then the basics, Eldritch and Shank, stuff like that. Don't really do boss farming. Well, with regular lightning, you can do boss farming. Nova's not very good for boss farming. Holy moly, these archers down here sometimes. Oop. Hard to control the mouse sometimes when I'm walking here. Game name and password. So it's Phil4 and the password is Phil. I'm almost done with this one though, and I'll be hopping to Phil5, password Phil here in a second. So, the Mad Hatter lives, Canada, not far from Detroit. Nice. So you're not too far from me. Not too far. Neato. Yeah, Mad Dog Kurt says, yeah, Detroit home all the way. I thought so. Yeah, sometimes I can't remember stuff. You know what I mean? So, all right, we'll hop to the next one here. Phil5. Password is Phil. Yeah, this coffee probably isn't helping with me being hot right now, I'm gonna be honest. But Peter, you should definitely be able to do on the way down to the Countess. Super easy. So, like super easy. So, you just teleport. If you see archers, just go, ugh, and you just keep teleporting. Unfortunately, I guess if you have that much of a struggle, that would be my number one go-to. Like I would tell people with Nova to go to, like when you just have like a spirit sword and you know a Ancient's Pledge like shield and a stealth armor. That's like the number one thing I would say for people to do is go to the Countess and kill packs down the way down. So the only thing I would say is maybe go and check out any of my live streams, either this season or in the past when I did day one playthroughs, and just skip. I mean, I watch all 7 hours, but if you don't have 7 hours to dedicate, skip to the end, the last like hour, and kind of scrub through and watch what I'm doing to maybe get an idea of how I do it if you're having problems, I guess. So, because that's what I do literally every single time I jump to the tower, kill packs on the way down. And I was trying to think. No, I didn't find any high runes this time on the way down like that, but I think I found like maybe my Viper Magi that way or something. And obviously you get keys and find an rune, make a Crescent Moon, stuff like that. So Arcane Sanctuary is still good though, so don't sleep on that. Don't sleep on that either. Oh, I hate when it loops around like this. Oh, a couple Kurt's over there on Twitch. Nice. It's a pretty solid name. Legendary. It's no filler in it. No, I'm joking. Jesse saying keep slaying. Appreciate you. Oh boy, this makes it even harder for me to read and respond when I'm walking on this thing. Barely see. Rez said turn the fan on when he had the walking pad going. I should, huh? I don't even know where they're at. I don't generally use fans in the winter. So I'm super happy. I had some sweatpants on. I'm so happy. I went and put some shorts on in this cutoff. Well, I call it cutoff, but it's just like a wide shoulder tank top, I guess. Oh, Peter, you say you're Java. Oh, well, that does change quite a bit. I made an assumption there that was incorrect. I assumed you were talking about like Lightning Sorceress, and then when I mentioned a few other things, and I seen you said, oh. So yeah, that's if I was a Lightning Sorcerer or Lightning Fury Javazon. We're gonna hop to number 6 here. Lightning Fury Javazon, you're kind of stuck doing like cows a lot, in my opinion. You can do a few other things like Hindle and stuff. Eldritch Shank is still in play, but it's going to be a lot of cows. So, yeah, you're all good. You're all good there, Peter. I got distracted. Oopsie. Walk Chaos, says Marty. So, oh, long time no see. I don't know if I should agree or get mad at you. MMC, thank you for the $5 super chat. Oh, I don't know what language that is. Is that like the Fraggle Rock language or something? I'm not really sure. But thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Too funny. Yeah, well, I guess sometimes I make assumptions I should specify a little bit. Yeah, once you get Infinity, of course, with Lightning Fury Javazon, then you can do anything. But assumed he didn't have that. Assumed he didn't have that. Ricky P, yo, what's going on? Marty says lower res wand in the Chaos Sanctuary. Huh? Yeah, because what is it? Only those casters are immune to lightning inherently. So, I've never really rocked that way before, but I'm assuming that you break their immunity with the lower res. I think I would usually just like jab them, jab, because they're like the lower health monsters. But sounds like that would work pretty good. What you said? Don't have Titans, but you're trying to farm. Yeah, I guess I would spam farm Eldritch and Shank if you don't even have Titans, but it does make it tough. Have I ever played Dungeons and Dragons? No, I have not dabbled in Dungeons and Dragons before. How much you want to bet this archer's cursed? Where is it? I can't find. Oh. Multi-shot, magic. Oh, it's not even. It's just multi-shot, and there's only one of them. Okay, well, that's what it's called, getting nuked. Thanks a lot, chat. It's all good. I'll hop to the next one. I mean, it happens when I'm, it just happens. So. Saffron says one of those red portals has no lightning immunes, huh? I hate those red portals. The abandoned, or abandoned. I don't remember how you pronounce it in the pit of Acheron. I tried running those before for a. I was like, oh, this is going to be a cool drop highlight video. They made them 85 areas, and I ran. I don't remember if it was one of them or both of them for like a week straight. Found nothing. Just the best thing I found was like a bone hue, which is, don't get me wrong, ogre axes are amazing, but I'll switch to. Can't believe I got wrecked so bad there, and it wasn't even like. I guess I didn't check the auras if it was. I didn't might or fanaticized or something. Oh, can you cast, please? I wonder if my battle orders ran out at that very second, because I was thinking about re-upping, and I went, I'll be fine. Turned out I was indeed not fine. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, you guys were right. Biv's right up there. I forgot. It was chat's fault. Why I died there. Thanks a lot, chat. Chat's fault and this walking treadmill fault. Oopsie. The FCR slash FHR I get breakpoints I got is rough. I need to take one of these days and trade for. I need to see maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna set an alarm nice and early. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna trade for the things that I need. First time you guys have heard that, right? See, Saffron saying those cursed temples he thinks has no lightning immunes either. I think those cursed temples don't. I mean, you might be right. I don't know for sure, but I thought those didn't have any. They had no fire immunes in it, not lightning. But maybe if it was lightning 2 or something, because I did those. That's another area that I went to run for a drop pilot video, and I ran it for like 20 hours, and I found nothing. I found like a Viper Magi, and I was like, well, I just wasted this whole week and I can't do a video now. Great. But it was, you know, interesting. So, bow ran out 5 seconds before I died. Anthony said he went back and double checked it. Thanks a lot. If my call to arms would have just rolled as a 5 instead of a 4, I wouldn't have died. Thanks a lot, RNG. When did I get the treadmill? So Galback got it for me for Christmas. You know, I know I talk about it on stream. Well, I talk about a lot of stuff on stream, I guess, huh? Only so many stories, so I'm not that interesting, but I wasn't sure if it was going to work great. So with how tall I am and stuff. We'll jump to the next one here, 8. But I ended up getting a little building a little riser for my desk so it's up tall enough. The only thing is I'm real close, like I'm gonna touch the light bulb. I have this light off, but I'm gonna touch it. It's right there. I'm touching the light bulb right now. True story. It's literally right here. I was kind of like half joking with myself. Here's the light bulb. I just took it out of the socket, I unscrewed it. It's right there. It's touching the socket right now. You can see it sitting there. Like, screw her in. Oh. Is that a good look? Okay, I'm about to die. Buff timer in D2R. Yeah, I don't know. It would make the game easier, that's for sure. Not having to pay attention to it yourself, you know. But I think it's fine without it. It's part of the adultness of the game, or whatever you want to call it. Nevo, yo!
Nevo donated $10
Nevo.
through Super Chat. Stats Hot Phil, the Diggler.
It's the Diggler. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die here again. Whoa, my mercenaries got nuked. Boy, these archers down here. Key 8 archers are not a joke. No gold, of course. Key 8 archers, no joke. Screwing bulb in the live socket. Is that a joke? Is there some issue with screwing in a light bulb? You go flip the circuit breaker every time you change a light bulb? That sounds anti-shocking? That's more shocking than being electrocuted. Is that a normal thing that everybody flips their circuit breaker off when they... Oh, 2720. Belt tension, yeah, I was eyeing the belt tension for like 25 straight minutes yesterday before I started using this. And I've come to find out that it drifts differently whether I'm walking on it or not. So maybe, now that you mention it, I'm gonna double check it real quick. I'm just gonna look at it real quick. It's all right. It's all right. Since this is my first time using it for a long time, so seen a charge it in build. I mean, I've quote unquote seen most every build, I guess. I've never played one though, but never played one there, Graph. But I've watched enough Diablo 2 YouTube videos over enough years. I've seen a lot of things, just like most of y'all, right? Do with feet balance? Maybe. I mean, I stood on it, wiggled a little bit. I thought it felt even, but you know, I didn't pull out the level. Archers. Oh my gosh, I couldn't get him. I couldn't save him. Oh my gosh, dude. I've been. I need. That's another thing I need. That one more piece to like make my mercenary more survivable here. Boy, it's about to be a 9-minute pit run. Oh boy. Gotcha, Trash. Yeah, appreciate it. I don't think it wobbles at all, but I could always take a closer look at it later too. Am I playing by running on a treadmill? Yeah, so anyone who hopped in here more recently, I am just walking on a treadmill. I'm not running. That's just lunacy right there. I can barely control where my mouse is doing and try to keep the camera from shaking too much just by walking, so. Alrighty, we'll hop to number 9 here. The P1 level 90 Terror Zone Bale. 1 in 46,000 chance of dropping Tails Might. Is that good or? I mean, that sounds like a good odds. I'm gonna be honest, just walking on the treadmill, I'm starting to get used to it here now. Not feeling too bad. I wasn't sure if I'd be. I'm trying to see how far I went here. 1.5 miles so far. All right, well, if I start getting more used to it, not that I'm like getting dying tired, but it's more of like uncomfortable trying to play games on a computer while you're wobbling back and forth. And apparently, I don't know. Do I have an excessively wobbly walk? Maybe. I might. Oh. So Saffron says if he was screwing in a light bulb, he would absolutely go flip the breaker off to change a light bulb. Okay. I don't know. I've never heard anyone say that before. Like, I feel like that might be not for sure. Like I said, I can be wrong on things. No doubt. No doubt. But I feel like that might be like an outdated safety thing. Like, those bulbs could explode. Like LED light bulbs can explode, huh? If you screw them in. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because it might change it. It's not a normal. This is an LED bulb. I don't know. I'd have to Google it to see if that's really a thing. LED can't. Gotcha. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Yeah, because those other ones. What were those ones even called? Halogen? Is that what the old school regular ones are called? They like don't even sell those anymore. You like can't even buy those anymore. I actually went to, what did I, oh, I went to just buy the cheapest light bulb I could find. I don't remember why. So I was gonna buy whatever the old cheap ones were, and Home Depot didn't even have anything else besides LED ones anymore. Where I live anyways. Uh-oh. Because an archer is gonna nuke me again. Stop making me think about stuff, Saffron. You're killing me here. Incandescent, okay, there you go. There you go. See, all you people remember better than me. So yeah, boy, I'm thirsty for not coffee at the moment. So I'm gonna go ahead and chug this coffee then. Move on to the water bottle. Ooh, almost fell. Garrett said he changes light bulbs 20 feet up a ladder and blinds himself. Yeah, I'd never heard about light bulbs exploding if you don't have the power turned off to them. I guess I would normally turn the power off just because, like you said, blind the bejesus out of yourself. But yeah, it probably is, regardless, probably the smart man's idea to have it power turned off regardless of what you got, to be honest. But look who you're watching here, fellas. All right, we'll hop to Phil 10. Password is Phil. Anyone wants to jump in and join us? I don't know what everyone else is up to, but I'm just running the pits unless some crazy terror zone pops up. Just kind of first come, first serve for the game. So Ricky P said, used to work at Home Depot, sold many light bulbs. Legendary. Legendary. Oop, where am I at here? Oh my gosh, I can't hit the right buttons. Too wobbly. CJ, what's going on? You'd like to see the whole setup? You know what? Maybe I could do that over on my content creation channel one day. There's a link in the description of that. That's actually a great idea. People would laugh at my setup and I'd be like, yeah, guess what? What I have here is all you need. That'd actually be great with like the gear I started off with. And I could show clips of my channel from then. CJ, you genius. Why did I not think of that? Don't let me forget that. Yeah, DIY Phil. If I this light I've been using for 5 years, you guys would crack up. You're like, why have you not spent $5 and replaced that? If I showed you a picture, like a video of me holding it, like, oh boy. Okay, so I told this story a few times too. I have one of my lights, the one that's over here. I have 3 lights on my setup here. So my kitchen has 5 recessed lights, and I went to go buy new like replacement recessed light fixtures. It's kind of hard to explain. Like for recessed lights, they actually have these things that are inserts. Instead of replacing the bulbs, you replace the thing with like an insert that's an LED. But anyways, so buying them one at a time, it would have cost like 25% more to buy 5 of them. Oh my gosh, die already. Than to buy a 6-pack that I found. So I just bought the 6-pack, of course. And then came home and I had this one extra one. I was like, well, I need a light to like shine on me in the green screen to work. So I rigged it up. I built a little casing for it, pointed it at me, and then it was too bright. And you can't dim it. I didn't want to buy a dimmer switch. I don't know what to do with that. So I took a Kleenex and put it over the front of it. Because it's an LED. It's an LED thing. Like it doesn't get hot. So I literally have this recessed light with a Kleenex that's like over top of it, like an inch away from it. That gives me like the perfect diffused lighting for over there. It's great. I put it on a little hinge, and I screwed a rubber band to the back of it, and I use that rubber band to stretch out and kind of change the angle of it if I ever need to. It's legendary. So Legendary. Alrighty. We will be hopping to number 11 here. Hopefully some of y'all in the game are pulling some sick stuff. Oh man, I need to stretch. I had a push day at the gym yesterday. Oh my gosh. Oh. Whew. Mark's in the EU, so I sadly can't join. So if you're on PC, you can switch your server or whatever it's called. It might be slightly laggy for you or something, but you can in the Google how to change server region in Battle.net launcher for D2R. Like Google something along that lines, and you'll find a very quick. You literally have to click like 2 buttons, and you can start the game in a different region. Static buildup. I'm gonna get the shock of my life, huh? Gotcha. We'll see. I wonder if that would be a thing the way I'm working here, because like touching the keyboard and my mouse perpetually, it would almost be like perpetually having the static come off of my body if that was if that ended up being a thing. But I feel like everybody who would use these under the desk would be touching the mouse and keyboard or one or the other, so they're kind of plastic on the outside, huh? Yeah, I'll just take the light bulb out of the socket and shove my finger up in there to get rid of the static. Science. Should I or shouldn't I? Max, what's going on? It's just a standard modern day Nova Sorc setup, except I threw on a Shaco and pulled the Griffins off to get more magic fine. But with it being higher players count, maybe I should just throw the Griffins back on, to be honest. But yeah. Oh yeah, if anyone wants to run these split MF games with us, by the way, 200 of y'all between Twitch and YouTube. Phil11, and the password is Phil on the America server here on PC. Just first come first serve in the game. I don't like hold it open, so if you just watch for if you do get blocked out or something, if you just watch for like 5 more minutes, someone will probably dip out and you can get in the next game. So I know it's Canada, but still no, we don't talk politics on the stream, so if people could X-nay on that kind of stuff, I'm not super mad. Just kind of a reminder, no politics. Oh, rune, there we go. Runes are popping off.
It's locked.
Treadmill static helps in-game static, right? There you go. Little pal map. You need that life leech on that mercenary. That'll do it for you. Also that the life and the res too. It's funny how the helmet for a caster set, where's the way out of here, is so good for melee characters. Right? Kind of funny. They wanted you to make a melee sorceress is what it is. D versus Grief. This is political as we can get. Yeah, no, we don't get political around here. There's tons of other channels out there for getting irate about politics. We're all about getting irate that chat caused me to die again. Can't carry anymore. Yeah. Got it going on. What's going on, Nathan White? We'll hop to number 12. Yeah, getting old and fat and dumb, so I figured I'd been looking at getting one of these, but I wasn't trying to get it to work, so we got the walker now, so. Let's put you right there. Got some torches here. I don't know. I never did get I never did trade for my sorceress torch yet. Should probably get on that. I feel like the treadmill might have shaken a little bit. Move it a little bit there. I think that's better. Actually, let me grab that Griffins. I think with the full players count, it's not. On P1, it doesn't matter much. Like, you just flash twice and everything's dead, but when you get up higher here, especially considering I don't have skillers or a torch, just out of my own laziness here. Need to get up super early and do some trading one day. Oh boy. Boy. So much faster, it seemed anyways. That is just one pack, but seems so much better. Well, of course it did. You got a Griffin's Eye now. Gold Magic Find it with the like number 56. Make sure you hit that like button, fellas. Gold Magic Find always good for it. Ooh. Ooh. So I was trying to look around. There's some tick, 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 wobble, wobble, wobble over here. So I was trying to figure out what that was. Okay, yeah. One other thing too, I think there was an update. I think I got a Windows update or something. And I was listening to some of my live streams from recently, and I think the music got louder on accident. So if anyone was complaining about the music being too loud, I started to agree with you when I went back and listened to some of my live streams. So I think I turned it down slightly. Hopefully it's still at a good volume, but all right, we're hopping. Just finished up the pit run here. Let's go to the next one on number 13. Genius idea for the treadmill? Yeah, it's pretty genius. It's definitely not my idea. I didn't invent it or anything like that, but yeah. Like, I've been on for about an hour. I mean, it is harder to play, but I honestly feel just as good. I feel like it feels different. It feels like I've been walking, but I feel just as good as if I had been sitting completely still in some office chair for an hour. Like, I feel different but equal. More in the background now. Yeah, gotcha. Good. Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping. You know, just kind of more so when I'm not talking. It's kind of got filler rocking. I don't know, and I didn't adjust it great to the game sound, so hopefully the game sound's not too crazy relative to the music. But it is definitely a Diablo 2 stream, not a music stream, so I would kind of want the music more in the background. So we'll see. I'll check it out after. Either way, it's how bad can it be if the music's like rocking? Ooh, you know what I mean? What value keep your heart rate at? I don't really have it. This is the first day I've used this. I don't have a heart rate monitor set up or anything. I just have it set at like a walking speed of 2. If I have it any faster, I mean, you'd think there was an earthquake going on. So, but it's the first day I've had it, so I'm not walking super fast. I'm not like You know, I'm not going for max, you know, I'm in the exact hypertrophy zone for maximum cardiovascular efficiency. You know, I mean, I'm not doing nothing like that. I'm just, you know, it's just nice to be moving, pretty much. I usually, when I do work out too, I don't go so much by the exact heart rate. I usually go by like how I feel. Like if I'm breathing heavy and I'm like sweating my butt off, but I'm not like dying, that's where I try to keep it at. Because depending on how many, like, let's say I've done the stairs at the gym for like a month straight, I could just be ripping, just flying up the stairs, and I'd be feeling okay. But let's say I had hurt my back and I didn't go to the gym for like 3 months, I could set the stairs the same rate I had it before and just not be able to do it. And my heart rate would fly up to like 190, and I'd have to like stop and start and stop and start, and it'd keep, you know. So I go more by like how I feel than a rigid number, personally, you know. To each their own, nothing wrong with whatever people want to do. We'll hit number 14. The biggest thing with working out to me is people do what they want to do, how they want to do it, as long as you're doing it, as long as you're doing something. Garrett says the fallen death noises go great with the drums. Ooh, nice. Have I tried Grim Dawn? I have not. Have not. Zeralor. Okay, yeah, it looks like Saffron kind of helped you out there. Personally, I'm not an expert on the Holy Shock Paladin or whatever, the Dual Dream thing, but Saffron I would trust more than whatever my knowledge is on it, to be honest. Is it this way? No, it can't be this way. What am I doing? What in goodness name am I doing? I'm not like getting out of breath inherently, but like trying to talk while I'm doing this. Whew. Phil over here. Oh, jeer.
Underscore height.
Hype, hype, hype.
Underscore height. Underscore height.
Hype.
Underscore legend.
Hype, hype, hype,
Underscore
hype.
legend.
Thank you so much, Jeer, for 7 months of salute. Boom. Appreciate ya. Bookers. Kinda, yeah. No, I gotta stop doing that, though. My wife said if I will actually one more time, anyone in the world, she's gonna divorce me, so. I might have been overdoing it a little bit lately. No well actualing from Phil. But yeah. But in all seriousness, literally what I was describing, breathing hard and sweating my butt off, is essentially zone 2 cardio. So, in a what do you call it? Non-ironic statement. Unironically. Hit 2 cardio. Ooh. There you go. There you go. The Shimnor second floor apartment. If you had one of those walking pads, will my neighbors hear it? Me. Well, I don't know. Can you hear mine right now? You could hear it a little bit. Here, well, I'd have to like silence it. Let's see. If you're just walking on it, not really. It just, how do I describe the volume? It's a little bit louder. It's really not loud at all. I'd say you'd be fine if you're like walking like I am. If you're like running on it, like thud, thud, thud. Maybe. But even then, it's no different than any other treadmill. It's really not very loud at all, to be honest. 260 pounds, gotcha. Yeah, for me, I'm a little bit over where I want to be here. I'm like 235, so. Definitely at 260 though, make sure you double check the weight maximum, because there was some that I looked at. Actually, most of the ones that I looked at, the maximum weight for them is like 200 pounds or like 190. So yeah, like legitimately, like they're only made for like women or something. 15. Well, not that there aren't men that weigh under 190, but you know what I'm saying. Smaller people. And on average, women are smaller than men. That's what I was getting at. On the averages. So if we're at Phil 15, the password is 15, by the way. If anyone wants to hop in these split MF games, I'm just running the pits. Till something else comes up. Don't look like 230. Yeah, I actually the other day, and I am almost 40 now. I mean, I'm 38, but oh, okay, dang. Pass is Phil, not, oh yeah. So Phil 15 password is Phil. My apologies. That's a pretty good 3-socketed ethereal armor there. It's mainly going to be for like treachery, but 675 on a dusk. It's not too shabby. Just on the way out to the pits. Yeah. So part of the reason for the, because I was saying I looked at the scale. I am almost 40 and I'm coming off a back injury, but I seen the heaviest weight I ever seen on a scale. And albeit it was just before I went to bed. So I had all the food from all day still, but it was 239.4, I think it was. I was like, ugh! But of course, like for one day, I just pay attention to what I eat. And then I wake up the next morning, like go to the bathroom and I'm like 235. No problem. So I just eat way too much food. But yeah, I am 6'3" too, so. And just completely, boom. That didn't hurt. It was just real loud. I brought my arm down. You always take advantage of the optical illusion by flexing your arm really close to the camera. Little tip from me to you. Never flex like this. Look how big my arm muscle is. Way away from the camera. You always got to bring it closer. Science. That was quite the elbow bang. Wait, that sounded bad. Flexing and breaking things, yeah. Well, the thing is, I hit the desk so hard that it caused like a gap between my water bottle and the desk because it went down so fast. It's not bad, but it's not perfect. Probably not worth a lot. Probably not worth much, but. 6'3", 230, not too far off from where you might want to be. I want to be less than that. I really wish, and the thing is, it's so hard to say because I'm comparing myself to what I was before, and I don't know how much muscle to fat ratio I had before or whatever, but my goal right now is I want to get back down to 220. So a very obtainable goal. It's really only 15 pounds, and when you're 6'3", like someone who's 6'3" losing 15 pounds is much easier than someone who's like 5'6" or something, or 5'10" even, because just, body mass to height ratio is just the way it works. I think it's, I forget the number, probably look it up, but for every inch taller a person is, they generally weigh like 20 pounds or 30 pounds more, or something like that. I forget what it was. That's why Yao Ming was like 7'7" and he weighed like 450 pounds or something ridiculous like that. Identify. 31. Someone may know the number offhand, but I don't remember. Treadmill D2. Now I've seen it all. There's been some people. Llama already had one of these. Seen some other people who had one. So I'd been thinking about it for a very long time, and the wife picked one up for me. for Christmas, and we finally got it. Marty saying Thanksgiving and Christmas, that's what happened to you. It was actually, I honestly probably gained 5 pounds of it after Christmas, to be honest. Like Thanksgiving and Christmas, I didn't really gain any, but something happened between Christmas and New Year that just like blew me up, I guess. Whatever word you want to say. I think it was my kid being home from school the whole time, and then what are we gonna have for dinner? And I don't want to hear you complain about it. All right, chicken nuggets again. Oh, you did? Oh, I ate my chicken nuggets and French fries I made for myself, and then you didn't finish yours. All right, we'll move on. I'll finish yours too. Gary said lost 130 pounds in less than a year. Woo! Wasn't hard. Come on. You're going too easy there. There's no way that wasn't hard. There's no way. There's no way. Give yourself more credit, man. Good work. Good work. Yeah, I'd say for myself in recent times, right after my daughter was born, you know, she's right after she was born, but then also when she was old enough to take to the, I guess you call it daycare at the gym, when I got down to like the lightest I'd been since pretty much almost high school. So I was working out every day, dropping her off at the gym after I'd work all day in the factory of actual like physical labor. Get out of work and go to the gym for like an hour or two every day. I got down to 206. And that would have been about 6 years ago, I guess. So like right when I started my YouTube channel, pretty much. And then, but yeah, I have not been as strict lately. Obviously, I hurt my back at work. One of the reasons I quit that job. And excuses, right? Most of it's self-control on the diet side, which is usually why people gain weight, in my guesstimation, from a non-clinical standpoint. So re-up that. Treadmill speed directly affects D2R frames per second. Oh boy. How about that? Hour and 10 minutes, so we should be 2 miles something here, I think. Every 5 seconds it cycles to another thing, so almost 2.5. I forgot I started it up before I started streaming, so we're at 2.5 miles, so I can do 5 miles no problem. Not that this is some super fast speed, so it's like legendary or anything, but I wasn't sure if I would really hate this or not, to be honest. Too much stuff. Okay. Archer's done. Ooh, and boss plate. Let's go. So we do have a couple open spots here. We're hopping in the next game right now. I think they're running, people are just running around different places here. So if anyone wants to join us, I'm going to hop to the next game here. Phil 17, and the password is Phil. Fred in the house. Oh, Fred, what's going on? Got the walking treadmill going there, so yeah. See Saffron saying getting under 20% body fat after 35 takes real effort. Yeah. The thing is, at my height, I think right now I probably have something like, it's probably somewhere in the 30% body fat. So even if I lost 15 pounds, I'd probably only be getting to like, I don't even know, but I'm just guessing like 25%, to be perfectly honest. I think the last time I got it checked, I was like 32. which sounds like a really, or maybe it was 28 actually, the last time I got checked, which was a while ago. Maybe, no, it was 28 actually. But BMI, the regular BMI measurement is really inconsistent or whatever. I already know that comment's kind of coming, and it is true. But I'd have to find it. I wonder what I did with it. I got one of those. It's called a DEXA scan. My wife used to work at a place that did them, and so I came in and got one done. I don't remember exactly everything it said though. I don't remember. It's a while ago. Fred said I'm at 22 or less. No way. That's way too low, I think. It depends how people are reading their things too. Because if maybe I just have so much muscle mass that it makes me seem heavier, you know, like the Barry Sanders syndrome. Not Barry Sanders, but like if you look at like a bodybuilder who's like 5'6" and they weigh like 270 pounds. If you go by the weight height way that goes, it'll say they're like morbidly obese. Like Barry Sanders was like 5'8", 220, and he was considered grossly overweight if you go by that. But that's not like me though. Like I'm not that muscular. You know what I mean? Uh-oh, SOJ! Do it. Do it. Someone's got a possible... Oh, Ravenfrost. Well, 20 decks. 20 decks, though. Over 200. I mean, that's... At least it's not terrible. 20 decks, at least. SGT said, got deployed to Afghanistan, it sounds like, and 15 days without food. What, do you lose 25 pounds in 15 days, he said? That's like... I mean, that's a crazy number for 15 days. 25 pounds in 15 days. Sounds crazy. Sounds very crazy. Even with water, I'd say there had to be a lot of dehydration in there. That's a pretty wild number. Pretty wild. There we go. Every once in a while, I just need to take a break from yapping, catch my breath. Talking and walking's too hard for me. Fred said, I'm a fat guy who can lift some weight. Oh yeah, I jumped to number 18 here. Yeah, Fred can put up some weight for sure. Oh, stretch. Oh. Put my hands on the rafters, just stretch out. Ooh, whoop. Sorry, I just like rammed the desk again. Oh man, I did a push day the other day, so like my chest is sore, my shoulders. Whoops, what am I doing here? My gosh, first time playing this game. All right. Everyone says starting this week. Yeah, hopefully you do. Hopefully, just doing something. As long as you're doing something, it's good for you. Us old people, you know. Oopsie. What is going on? We got that filled up. Let's check it over here. Fred's starting to cut today, you say, huh? Good, good, good. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Walking and gaming. Yeah. I got Galback, the wife, got me one of these walking pads for Christmas. So I finally was able to get it set up. The only issue that I kind of see, I don't know what I'm going to do to remedy it, to make the desk so it's tall enough when I'm on the walking pad. Now when I drop the desk all the way down, it feels like it's like a half inch or an inch like too tall at its shortest that it goes down to, because I had to build a small platform for the standing desk. So I'm not sure if I can find a happy medium. Maybe instead of using a 2x4, I could use a 1x4 and then it'll be perfect or something. I'm not sure. I'll have to scope it out. Electro Spot loves Diablo. Oh yeah, we do. You're one of us. You're impressed. Appreciate you. You have 2.7 miles at the moment. Hour and 20 minutes. So I'm not walking very fast or nothing. Just staying moving pretty much. It's funny because I'm like sort of running out of breath because like, I mean, you use a small amount of like cardio breath, you know, but then I'm talking all the time, so I'm running out of air. Best gamble from this event. So I went wacky on the gambling event, and I was gambling for Tyrael's mites, which are uncommon to gamble. And there's no other good option to get from it, you know? So I didn't really get nothing good, but it was about the adventure. It was about the journey of trying to gamble Tyrael's mite. White Monarch on the ground. That's all right. I don't, at this point in ladder, I mean, everyone's got a Monarch by now, I'm pretty sure. So I haven't been picking those up. Appreciate it, though, Adam, for looking out. All right, let's hop to number 19. Ooh. 2x4, not actually a 2x4. Yeah, right. Hey, I wonder, you know what I never thought about? So everyone, well, not everybody, a lot of people know that 2x4s aren't actually 2x4 anymore. You think our like a 1x4, you think it's actually 1x4, or do you think it's like 3/4 by 3.5 or whatever? I never thought about that before. I wonder if anyone's hopping to, I think I'm gonna hop to the ancient tunnel here if no one else is doing it. If I can find it. That's one thing though, it's gonna be harder to find. Oh, not this one, I guess. I just want to get a couple of amulets so I kind of keep them up to stock. Soul rune, Ral rune, nice. Boy, P8 on the level 94 though. They're a lot longer to kill. Yep, later tonight or tomorrow, I gotta get my torch, because, spoiler alert, well, I better not spoil it for nobody. Check out what happened in my torch video. Yeah, maybe I can get my hands on some skillers. Man, I am just getting got up over here. My goodness. Okay, chug another potion here. No good. Oh, you know what? I wasn't even looking for the things I said I was going to look for. I think I'm at 105 right now. I should probably double check, huh? Yeah, yep, we at 105. I did drop to a lower one just to stack more magic find, and then I just swapped back with the Griffins on. So my magic find's not very high at the moment. At all. But, oh well. Yeah, forget those guys. A Jewel, Terrazone Grand Charm. What's in the middle here? I knew there would be another champion pack hide in here. Alrighty, let's go to number 20 here. CJ, trading or selling? I was gonna give him away here eventually, but I just didn't get on it yet. I was probably gonna trade a couple of them and then try to use like one of those to trade and get my Sorcerer's Torch, which I mean I for sure could, because I mean like the Paladin ones or the Assassin ones, you could probably like definitely get a Sorcerer's Torch for of some kind for sure. Oh. It's hard to really pinpoint click things when you're walking like this. If anybody does want to join up, you know, we're just running some split magic find. Phil 20. Password is Phil, if anyone's interested. Good point, Saffron. He says when people measure stuff, it's usually smaller than they say, right? That's a good point. We are. Well, but I missed the trap door here. It doesn't show up till you open it, right, on your mini map, I think. There she is. Yeah, it's very hard to see. It's a little faint X instead of a purple mark. Raise the seat height. The chair I got, I have it as high as it can go. I don't know if that was referring to me, Trash, or not. But for my chair, I have the seat as high as it can go. And it's kind of too short already. I actually put a piece of 3/4 inch plywood under my chair to raise the height of it up a little bit so that it's a little bit closer to how high I need it. Oh man, Mercenary got ripped. Boy. Because you have to pay like extra to get the big and tall chairs. But I don't really need that. You know, I'm not really like big. I'm just like tall. I don't want to pay an extra $500 for a chair. Is YouTube the best way to get the notice when that'll be? I mean, I'll do it during one of my live streams for sure. Whether I do it today or a different day. What I'll probably do is give away like the Amazons and the Necros and the Barbarian ones and stuff. I'll probably hang on to the Paladin and Sorceress ones for now to see which one I can trade, you know, when I do trade to get my Sorcerer's Torch. But yeah, probably the YouTube live stream more than likely. Walking, talking, reading, playing. True legend. Ooh. Yeah, it's a little tough. Not that tough, you know, it's not like, you know, a little tough. Sunder Charm, I mean, at this point, I imagine everyone's got Sunder Charms, huh, but... An old lift block from your Cherokee? A lift block. Huh, from like when you lift a vehicle, like their suspension? Interesting. I did kind of think about trying to do something like that, like put something between the seat, like fashion something up to put between the seat and like the cylinder, but wasn't sure. Oop, so much stuff. Oh, interesting. Cylinder lift, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know too much about, well, I know nothing about that kind of stuff, but looks like we got that cleared out. We're going Phil 21. Anyone can join, by the way, if you're interested. Phil 21, password Phil. Just some split Magic Find games. I'm just hopping either to the Terror Zone or to the pits. You know, you can run, I don't know if people are out chaos in together or hitting some of the other 85 areas and stuff, but feel free to join. I'm just doing first come first serve type of situation. Buy a longer lift cylinder. Yeah, I did see that too. I don't know how much they cost. Like, you know, another thing I'd have to look into. Put that on the list of things I need to do, huh? Get the merch store set up. I said I was gonna do that like 8 years ago. Haven't done it yet. Figure out this desk height thing. But look into a new cylinder for my chair, and/or look into a new chair. That's just like channel related stuff. $30-40. You think those are chair specific, or are they like you have to find a certain one that's like quote unquote compatible or whatever? Because I have like an Amazon special type brand chair, so yeah, I got to get that Sweetfield coffee cup done first. You're right. You are right. Oh! Gosh, these guys are crazy. Almost got destroyed. Is that the whole joint? What? How'd I clear it out so fast? Oh, there's one more. Mostly the same. Yeah, I thought about buying like some different wheels for it that would lift it up a little bit, but all these different ideas. All right, we'll go to Phil 22. Doing some split MF games if anybody wants to join. Phil 22. Password is Phil. Penguins, your Merc got two-shotted. Yeah, unfortunate. That'll happen from time to time. Happens to me, so. Alright, let's cube another gem together here. Oh yeah. If I need to keep that or not. This far into ladder, I'd imagine that most everybody would have some Sunder Charm. But man, it's nothing. Can't even get a skiller out of that. Take a drink here. Oh, Ricky P.
He donated $5 Canadian through Super Chat for the longer lift cylinder fund.
Nice. Longer lift cylinder fund. That's what they're calling it these days, huh? I'm just joking. Ricky P, thank you so much for the $5 Super Chat. Boom. You slayer. Appreciate you. That's very kind of you. Very generous of you. Thanks for supporting the channel. Supporting me. What a legend. What a legend. You know what, if anything, next time when I'm streaming and doing this, I may not have the green screen up. I may turn that off. Just have it all dark down here. I feel like I could do this forever. Unequilibrium. Stoked just got this game. Oh, what a great choice you made. Best game ever made. Need to relearn and grind. Your videos are a big help. Hey, thanks for watching, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Trash talking about Sweet Pill Coffee Cup. He said he's hoping to have one by 2030. Hey, man. Why do you got to set such lofty goals for me? Get that done by 2030? Yeah, boy. A lot of pressure on me. I do need to get on it. I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get it done this month. For sure. Let's see, what am I dealing with now? I got talking to a sponsor right now for a video. See if that happens. Of course, I need to get some videos done too. A lot going on. Oopsie. All Out Style, welcome in. Doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. 5MF. We'll hang on to it. I don't have any at the moment. What? Oh my goodness. It's up to 23, and while we're doing so, Phil23, password Phil, if anyone wants to join the Split MF games. Wicked Plumber coming in with not one, not two, not 3, 4, 5, but 20 gifted Slayerships. Boom. Holy moly. Thank you so much, Wicked Plumber, for the insane, crazy generosity. I cannot, I repeat, I cannot. Nothing I can say could thank you enough. You legend. You legend. So very generous of you. Total poggers. True story. Treadfill. Oh, nice. Barbecue. Nice. Yeah, Diablo Slayer, what's going on? Woo, woo, woo. What a sick name. Oh, Cheerios might hop out of there? No. Okay, where? I've been getting lucky so far, but I'm usually pretty bad at finding these, ancient tunnels. It's a lot easier on single player to find them. You just find it once. Good to go. What is going on here? Blind? Can you go up here? Dumb me. Once again, Wicked Plumber, thank you so much, and make sure, if anyone who did get gifted a membership, make sure you thank the legend. Dark Elder. Grab out this guy. I'm about to do a Dark Elder farming session here. Boy, I'm gonna be honest, my legs are starting to get a little, they're starting to feel like I've been walking on a treadmill for an hour and a half. That's how they're starting to feel. Where is ancient? Oh my gosh. It was the last place I looked. Ricky P saying, yeah, Wicked Plumber strikes again. True story. Yeah, man. How far do we go so far? Are we even over 3 miles? It's gotta be over 3, right? Oh, I looked down at just the right time. The only negative to this treadmill, right? Not that it's that big a deal. I'm gonna see what it does. We're almost at 4 miles here, actually. The timer only has minutes. It doesn't go by. It doesn't have an hours digit on it. So, which is it's probably not that big a deal, as long as it doesn't just stop when it gets to 99999, right? Oh, I looked at the wrong one. It's not almost 4 miles. We're at like 3.5. It says I burned 400 calories, so I'm not really walking that fast. Wait, what is it saying? It just said for time, it said 1 minute 40, and it's just like stuck. So I think it did glitch or something. Yeah, it says for time, it just says 140. Or wait a second. So it's, oh, so it got rid of the seconds is what it did, I think. 1 hour, 40 minutes. Yeah, okay. So it got rid of a digit and didn't, yeah, I mean, that's fine. Who really needs the seconds anyways, right? That's cool. Better off with something that actually has a heart rate monitor. What do you're saying then this one? Then this treadmill? I mean, what do I need? What do I need that for? I mean, kind of like I was saying before, I'm not really going for max efficiency cardio, you know, like whatever. I'm just, you know, I kind of just wanted one so I'm not just sitting here. So, I mean, as for like how many calories did I actually burn, I don't really trust those things anyways. Don't really trust those things much anyways, so. At the top to Phil24. Password is Phil. And by the way, anybody can join us. Anyone can join us. Phil24 password is what? I said the wrong thing. Phil24 password is Phil. If anybody wants to join us. I know a lot of y'all are at work and joining me on your lunch breaks, things like that, so I appreciate you. Cheers. Yeah, Saffron, I think you're right there when you say that the treadmills are pretty much anything. I usually never look at the calories, to be honest. The only reason I mention that is because I thought I was looking at the distance, and I was like, oh, I actually was looking at how many calories it was saying I was burning, because they were almost the same thing, you know? But I was like, oh no, I'm not almost 4 miles, I'm almost 3.5 miles. When I realized that I looked at the wrong thing. So. Constantinus, what's going on? How's the grind going? Going good, yeah. Treadmill hype. I'm hopping on the treadmill game like a lot of other people. So hopefully I get super in shape. Just kidding. Hoping to feel better. Instead of sitting here and getting up and being like, I hate my life. Because my legs feel like I'm never moved in my entire life. And we'll take him out. He's right here. Why not? Eight-mile joke? Oh, I must have missed it. It's hard to... I just didn't see it there, Jordan. My apologies. Hard to catch everything, so... Oh, where's the ancient town? It's gonna be up over here again, isn't it? No? Yes? No? Yeah, it is one thing. I guess we could say a little disappointing. It's even harder for me to read chat while I'm doing this than it was before. So, where is Ancient Tunnels at, bro?
Happy New Year's, happy emojis, OHRE.
Bulbasaur, thank you for the 38 months of Slayership. Ooh. That's a lot of months. I must have missed it. It's got to be right here somewhere. Let me... It's disappointing, but... Huh. How about that? Is it right? I don't see an X anywhere. I'm definitely blind, that's for sure. Split MF, it's just where people go magic find different areas of the game. I go one place, they go the other. Sorry, this is gonna take 9 years. I can't even find the pits, or I can't even find the ancient tunnels here. Oh, it's right here. Oh my gosh. My bad, fellas. They're gonna be out there done with their runs, waiting for me to get done. Oopsie. Yeah, happy New Year to you, Bulbasaur, and once again, thank you for the 38 months of Slayership. Ooh. T-Nack says he sits on his butt all day, wishes he had one. Yeah, it turned out not too bad. My desk I paid like $180 for. It was like one of the cheaper ones that had reasonable reviews and stuff. I think the under the desk treadmill. My wife just got it for me for Christmas, but I think it was something like $200, so I would say for most average Americans, it's, you know, it's not nothing, but it's you know, it's doable for sure to get. JS says thanks for the gifted sub. Wicked Plumber. If you're walking on a treadmill in Detroit, you have to walk 8 miles. Okay, I get it now. I get it now. I didn't see that before. I'm gonna accidentally hit max speed and be gone on the treadmill. No, it'd be pretty tough to do that. I guess you could, but you have to turn the speed up with this remote control. Maybe I should look into it more. There's got to be buttons on the actual treadmill too, huh? But is elemental druid still a thing? Elemental meaning like what element? I guess because you can do wind druids now. You can do fire druid. You can do. I mean, technically, I've rocked a max cold druid. Just a strictly hurricane druid. Done that before. So. All right, let's hop to 25. Phil 25. Boom, boom, boom. Password 25. Talking about the calorie count, Saffron saying that the machines that give you the kind of a false sense that you've done more than you really have. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff kind of like that, especially with fitness things. And, you know, I can't speak for every product, of course. But I know that there's scales that are supposed to, like... oh, guaranteed SOJ. My friends had one of my friends had a scale, and then another one bought the same one, and another one bought the same one. That would, like, supposedly send, like, very weak electrical currents through your body and would tell you your exact body fat or something percentage. And my friends would be like, oh, I'm like 14% body fat according to my scale. And I'm like, dude, there's no way that's possible. Like, you never lift any weights and, like, you just got the thing. Like, get out of here. Like, you're out of control. Like, I just got this DEXA scan and I'm like 28% body fat. You're not 14. And then they start talking to him about it, and there's like, oh yeah, I'm like athletic, and I'm like, what do you mean? Like there's like, what do you mean by on the scale you're athletic? And they're like, oh, there's different base settings, and you know, I played sports in high school and stuff. I'm pretty athletic, and I'm like, no, this is where you're going wrong, because you're saying you have the body fat percentage of like a male model or something. Like you do not have like 12% body fat. Like, get out of here. So that's the thing. Like, there was some setting with it, and a lot of times also scales, depending on the brand and stuff, scales will tell you that you weigh less, because if you buy a scale that says you're fatter, people are like, this thing's off, this thing's wrong, I'm gonna take it back and buy a different one because this thing's not right. It says I'm fat, right? Like, oh, this one says I'm 10 pounds lighter. Like, I like this scale. You play standing. Sometimes. I just got this walking under the desk treadmill thing, so I'm using that today. Hour and 45 minutes of slow walking, of average, not strenuous exertion walking today. So 14%, you are quite lean. Yes, yeah. If you there's no way these dudes that drink a 6-pack of beer a day are like 12-14% body fat. That's kind of what I was telling them. I'm like, you drink a 6-pack of Busch every day, you are not 14% body fat. Get out of here. That scale is not right. Sub 10% body fat until 5 years ago. Yeah, that's pretty. 10% is doable. It's just, that's like, you like don't go out to the bar, you don't drink beers while you're watching football, you know, I mean, you do more than that, of course, but like, you know, it's definitely doable. I think one of my friends got down that's what I was just going to tell this story too. Me and one of my other friends were kind of like, I don't know, roasting him, but we're like, dude, that's so off base. Because he was, I don't know if you call it he was a hobbyist bodybuilder, I guess you would say. I don't know the word for it. But he was a wrestler in high school. So where he'd have to cut weight all the time. And then he got super lean and super shredded. He was like 5'10", like 165. And at 165, he could bench like 405 or something. He would like enter weightlifting competitions because he was so light and how much he could lift. And then he bulked up to like 220 to go like full all in, like how much he could lift. And when he was super thin at 165, I think it was 165, he was like muscle striation skinny. So, all right, we'll hop to number 26. I don't know what he would have been at, but yeah. Jordan said he's 6 foot, 175. There you go. Yeah, that sounds. When I was in high school and I was 6 foot, I weighed like 175. Back in the day, before I discovered what beer was. JS said he'd love to see me do this, get a jog. I don't know that I could. I don't think this is actually made for jogging on. I think it's just like a walker thing. Pretty sure. I don't know with my fatness, if I could do that. Where am I walking to? Yeah, I see. The thing is, I'm actually walking around down the sidewalk outside. I have the computer. I have a strap around my waist that holds up the computer in front of me, and then I have a backpack on that holds up the green screen behind me. So I'm actually walking around playing the game. Kind of funny story. Fred said he was 112 when he was a freshman. Wow. It makes you think when you were younger. I can remember standing on the scale and being like, oh my gosh, this is the first time I've been over 100 pounds. This is crazy. Oh, to be young. Oh my gosh, I'm 101 pounds. This is nuts. I don't remember what grade I was in at the time, though. Okay, where's my ancient tunnels at? Bruh, there she is. Treadmill, Phil, unlimited likes. DP! Appreciate you. Yeah, make sure you hit that like button, fellas. Help me out. Ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. Saffron said last time he was 12% was after high school. Yeah, I never looked into that stuff back then. I have no idea what it was, but there's no doubt that I was probably down that low in high school. Through no effort of my own, really. Just from being super scrawny and skinny. I was 6'3", 185 when I was a senior. And I never worked out. The thing is I weighed that much, but I had no fat. And I didn't really build any muscle because I never lifted either. I was just like, I wish I would have tried harder. Pretty kind of like naturally athletic and went to a tiny school. So like simply by going to practice, I was like, simply by showing up, I was better than everybody else because there wasn't really a lot of people who played. But literally I was so scrawny. You could right here, I remember looking in the mirror, I could see my ribs where like my pecs are now because I work out. I could literally, in my chest where my pecs are at, through my pecs, I could see my ribs. I was so skinny. Like skinny and scrawny. That's like, I don't know if I've ever seen that on another person before, to be perfectly honest. Even other scrawny kids nowadays. But I was like, I got so much exercise just from playing sports. That was football, basketball, baseball. And then in the summer, I played summer league baseball and roller hockey. So I was just like, go, go, go. And I skateboarded all the time. Well, I wouldn't say all the time, but sometimes. All right, we'll hit 27. 210. That's not too bad. Constant. Yeah, that's sort of what I want to get to ish. I'm 6'3". I want to get down to 220. I want to try to get to. See what happens. Join the Marines. Body fat increased when he went to higher. Yeah. Interesting. So Fred, are you saying like boot camp got you, or like being over there you ended up doing more sitting around? Yep, on the treadmill. Just casually walking for the last 2 hours straight. I'm glad I put these shoes on though. I bought some shoes for like walking / running. I'm glad I went and grabbed them. I was just gonna put on the random house shoes I had around here. Well, I call them house shoes, but they're just like some Skechers that I had bought just for standing at the standing desk. But I'm glad I went and got these actual like good shoes. Oh my gosh, it was right here. What a dumbhead. What a dummy. Jordan says, like when your skin was tight on your ribs. Yeah, that's how it was. Which is very strange. I mean, it would be a good thing if I had some muscle, but when I never lifted in high school. Just never lifted ever. I was like, I don't have time to go lift. I got to go play hockey and skateboard and stuff. But it's time to go work out. And then I got to play Diablo 2. Let's be honest, it was Diablo 2. Got to take some higher steps here. Stretch my legs a little bit. Saffron said he wants to go low carb, see how far he can go. Yeah, I mean, if that makes you happy. I definitely am not a person that wants to push things like that too far. Try to get too low or anything. You know, teach their own, nothing wrong with it, but I never want to be the person that goes to like a holiday party like, no, I'm good. I'm not going to eat any of the food. I have this, you know, whatever. I have this piece of elk I brought with me. I can't eat none of that stuff. You know, I never want to be that guy. Yeah, no problem there. Chin Sorc. Doesn't make you happy, but needs to be done. Well, you don't need to get down to like 10%, but you know, if that makes you happy. Let's up to 28. 28. Penguin said he was 5'8", 120 in high school doing nothing but playing WoW. Well, see, that's one way to do a diet plan. If you're playing a video game and you never want to leave it so badly that you just don't eat, you don't even go to the refrigerator to get food because you don't want to miss a second. There's one diet plan, huh? Don't go to parties, go to the gym instead. Well, you know. I have all the time in the world to not go hang out with people. I do that too much as it is. But there we go. I say do both. This is a personal preference. Probably best for most people to try to balance, do both. How much snow did I get yesterday? We got like nothing here. So I did hear that actually there was snow from like Kentucky to like northern Ohio, maybe the very southern bit of Michigan. But for whatever reason, just the way the storms were going, the storm clouds weren't up here in Michigan. So we got like nothing. There's the lightest of dusting Like it's just enough snow that like you can see it like fell down between the grass blades, and that's like it. That's all we got in Michigan here, where I live. So 6 inches in Indy, yeah. So whatever that storm is, it just skimmed past us or whatever. I don't know, whatever word you say for a storm that just barely missed you. I need to pull out the thesaurus or something. What's the word for that? Okay, let's hop to Phil29. By the way, if anyone's on and they want to hop into some split Magic Find games, meaning everyone just goes off in their own way, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 people do the Chaos Sanctuary or something, maybe someone goes and runs Bale, some people hop to wherever, feel free to hop in. It's Phil29, password is Phil, if anyone wants to join me. And if not, no big deal, or I know some people are at work, of course, and stuff like that, so if you're interested and available. Ooh. Stretch my texture a little bit. Let me see it. I'm gonna see if this goes a little bit. I don't know how fast this goes. I know it goes at least over 3. Okay. Whoop. Yeah, so it doesn't quite go. Oh boy. I don't know if I can walk much faster than. I mean, I could technically jog this slow. But yeah, it almost just goes to a speed of like a super fast walk. It was 3.8, so that's 3.8 is slower than I would normally jog. So usually I walk, if I'm walking to like, if I wasn't streaming, I usually walk at like 3.5. Now it feels like it's super slow though, now that I sped it up, so. Yeah, I just drop down and shoot out back. Shroomp. But yeah, I never intend on, if it went 10 miles an hour, I would probably never jog on it ever. That's not what I would ever want to do while I'm playing video games. I have no intentions on running a marathon or anything, so don't need to train for nothing like that. Yeah, maybe I would stick it over, maybe stick it over in front of the TV one day. Unequilibrium says, yeah, after 30, it's so hard to stay in shape. Yeah, that's why it's a little bit easier for me, because I'm only 27, so a little bit easier for me to stay in shape at 27 here. And yes, I am joking. Not 27. 28. Any notable finds today? Pretty light on the finds today. I mean, geez. Best thing? Best thing's like a Tao's mask or something. Nothing great. Actually, the small charm, 320. Oh. So I got undefeated as JV, Fred says, huh? He was, at 112, he was like 2-5 on varsity. Oh, okay. That's crazy though. So Fred, you wrestled at... Oh, you wrestled at 145 when you were junior, senior. Gotcha. On Stormcraw. Walking marathon still on the table. I would be much more likely to walk a marathon than run it, even though it would take me, what, 17 hours? Oh, okay. Ruby Jewel of Fervor. Nice, nice. Legendary. Another one of those. Man versus stream walkathon. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'd at least have to come up with my own name if I did that, huh? Alright, number 30. Number 30. Yeah, maybe I'd do something like that. I know a lot of different, not just in the D2 stuff, but streamers all different types of games do different challenges like that when they're streaming sometimes, so. We got enough of those, whatever. We got... Thomas, yo, what's going on? Welcome in. If I die, jog for a certain amount. Yeah, this thing doesn't go. It's not like a it's not like a jogger. It's just like a walking pad essentially. So couldn't really do that, but maybe like turn it up to a certain speed for a certain amount of time, like a super fast walk. Yeah, Thomas says a lot. Oh, speaking, yeah, we talked about that earlier for sure. We did not let that slip by, but yeah, Lions beat down the Vikings. Just beat them right down. That was totally a varsity versus JV type of situation there. Big brother, little brother. We'll see what ends up happening there between the Vikings and Stat Padford over there in LA. I don't know how the Rams defense is. I wonder how that game would go. Because man, the Lions made Sam Darnold look just silly. Made Minnesota Sam Darnold look like Carolina Panthers Sam Darnold. If your goal is met, you stream until 10 or 15 miles. Maybe. The only thing with that is that the goal would get met like later, and the amount of time it would take me to walk 15 miles or even 10 miles on here. What are we at now? We're at 4.5 right now. And it's been 2 hours. So it would take me 4.5 hours probably to walk 10 miles. So if I streamed for like 6 hours and we got to the goal or whatever, and then I'd have to stream for like 4.5 more, like after I've already been streaming for 6 and do the treadmill stuff. I'm not man enough for that. So. All right, let's hop to the next one here. To be honest, I'm feeling like I'm just about done on this sucker. Oh, on a different stream. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, then I could do that. Yeah, I was thinking like right then and there. 2 hours is feeling like about my max here. Bengals actually beat the Steelers. Yeah, there was a lot of different kind of like, I don't want to say weird, but different games there. Freddie said something about the first team Broncos versus the second, third string on the Chiefs. I didn't see what happened on that game. I watched part of it. Oh, it was like 50-0, wasn't it? So yeah, that's not very indicative of what to expect in those two in that matchup there at all, right? Which is, I'm sure, what you're getting at. And we got to take out our boy here, Dark Elder. Boy, imagine if I got some sick Dark Elder drop. Steelers turned into pumpkins. Yeah, well, the Steelers, I mean, their offensive coordinator is Arthur Smith, so you can't really expect too much from them. He is, by far, and I don't mean to offend anybody, Arthur Smith is the worst coach of any kind in the NFL. There's nobody worse than him at any coaching position in the NFL. None. He is my most disliked coach. I hate him. As much as you can dislike somebody that you don't really know much about, I dislike him. What he did to my boy Bijan, he did him dirty. Thomas talking about the Rams against the Minnesota. He said, pretty sure the Rams will win. Yeah, if the NFL knows what's good for them, they'll, another Monarch there, they'll put Matt Stafford against the Lions again for ratings wise, right? Matt Stafford going for his revenge after he lost to the Lions last year in the playoffs type situation. If the script writers get a hold of it, that's totally what's going to happen. Do I think offline manipulation of map seeds is cheating? Kind of. It depends what your definition of cheating is, I guess. Offline single player, really, you can't cheat. All you can do is do things that you think is fun, and then you're only like quote unquote cheating if you lie about it. That's the way I view it. So, but yeah, if you're like, oh, I found 250 burr runes because I'm so good in an hour, and it's like, oh, you did that thing, and okay, well, yeah, that's different. That's not. It feels. I guess the short answer I would say is kind of yeah. It's like not legit. Cheating? I mean, if you do it for fun or whatever, it's not like you're cheating. I guess is isn't the word I'd use. I'd just say you didn't find them legitimately. The runes is what I would say, I guess. Go to 32. Hackett trash, Broncos old coach. Hackett. Yeah, he's coaching now somewhere, isn't he? I can't think of where he coaches, or if he's an OC somewhere or what. Nathaniel Hackett. I know the name for sure. 38 to life. Okay. Dennis Allen worse, but Todd Haley was the absolute worst coach. Not worse than Arthur Smith. Nobody's worse than that guy. Nobody. Arthur Smith's the guy that they took a running back in, what, 4th overall or something, whatever Bijan Robinson was, and they said, you know what? We're going to give you 8 carries a game and like 2 targets, and we're going to give Tyler Algier like 15 carries a game. And then we're going to give Dusty 47-year-old Cordell Patterson like 7 carries a game. We're going to give you the least amount of carries. And then you know what? You said you have a headache today. You said you can play, but you had a little headache. You know what? We're just not going to play you. That bum, Arthur Smith. Gosh. Did anyone notice them turning off or minimizing rain and thunder? I think there's something in the settings you can check to turn off the rain and stuff. Maybe. I'm not really sure. Can't really remember. See, did the starters even play? Shimnor. So for the Chiefs, no. Like, I mean, sure there was some starters, but it was like Carson Wentz and Carson Steele and all the Carsons, I guess, played for the Chiefs. Vikings are who we thought they were. I'm gonna be honest, I thought they were better. I thought they would have, man, I don't know, maybe the Lions, like, maybe Ben Johnson just wrote up the great scheme for it or whatever, because obviously we got a couple starting. Maybe Anzalone's that important for the Lions. Jeez, it's crazy because we got Anzalone back and like one other dude. Can't remember exactly who. Anzarike or something. But, man. The Lions defense just like stifled that offense for sure. What about Coach Neelith back? Nice. Coach Neelith back. All right, let's go to 33. Is Fire Spec good for cow high rune farming? So Fire Spec for a sorceress, I'm assuming. Fire Sorc high rune. So you can definitely blast it if you have really good gear. You can kill cows though, for sure, with a fireball sorceress. Pretty good either way, but it's like, it's not really good unless you have like Phoenix, Infinity, stuff like that, Phoenix Shield. Fireballer you can for high runes. I mean, I've done Chaos or Arcane Sanctuary with that before. Like nowadays you have Sunder Triumphs too, so pretty much any build you can kind of go anywhere with a Sunder and a little bit of minus res or whatever. I've went out to the Arcane Sanctuary before and just blasted the ghost packs that way. I think the goat men are immune to fire possibly, so you skip some stuff, but Eldritch and Shank, they're immune to cold, not fire. See, for high rune hunting, yeah, without like minus res and stuff, you're gonna be kind of limited on places. You can definitely do cows though. I do remember doing cows before. Not one that I'm necessarily do all the time though. So currently running through Nightmare on a hardcore Sorc, running Chain Lightning and Thunderstorm. Ooh, this is possible. You think lightning on a playthrough is gonna be tough, and then for hardcore, oh man, I wouldn't recommend that to most people unless you're trying to challenge yourself. I'm not a hardcore expert, but that sounds terrible. Because I mean, aren't let's see, the things that are going to give you trouble, like souls that are going to zap you and kill you instantly, they're going to be immune to lightning too. So, or like things that are lightning enchanted that are going to deal lightning damage to you and hurt you, they're also will take less lightning damage. And plus, if you do a cold build, especially for hardcore, but just in general at all, the cold will slow them down to keep you alive easier. Along with the cold damage, will keep your mercenary alive longer too, if they're already chilled out. So I would only recommend to do that if you're intentionally trying to challenge yourself to have fun. But like I said, just kind of, that's just my 2 cents. I don't play hardcore, so. Thomas Rojas, what's going on? Welcome in. Sorry, I'm getting a little behind in the comments, but trying to catch up here. The Lions have a defense? Oh yeah, they do now. They got my boy Alex Anzalone back. Yeah, I heard people are there's like reports here, reports there, reports here, reports there, but pretty much every team is like just scrambling to try to get the Lions OCs to be their head coaches. I thought I had heard a report that it was all but a done deal that oh shoot, what's our defensive coordinator's name again? I forget now. But that our D coordinator was all but assured going to the Saints because he's like, he used to coach for the Saints or something. But then there was another report that came out that the Bears are trying to get Ben Johnson or forget the defensive coordinator's name now. Like they're trying to get either one of those two. Like that's their two number ones trying to get. So let's go to 34. I guess I'll jump back to the pits, huh? Tunnels or tomb for MF? Either or, Lunabird. Let's see. Are you talking for? Let's see what. Stony Tomb Fireball good for farm. Yeah. So your fire. I would do Stony Tombs for fire. I'm not sure. I was just there, but I already don't remember if there's fire immunes in ancient tunnels. I think there is one. I think those big red guys with like the 4 arms and swords or whatever. Who knows what they're called, but somebody. I think those guys are immune to fire, so I would do ancient or Stony Tombs. I mean. Multitasking, working out, and slaying at the same time. Ooh, yeah, Thomas Rojas. Thomas, he down here a minute ago too. So he's saying everything's lightning in hell. Yeah, a lot of immunities in hell. By the way, anyone can join up. Phil34, password is Phil. If anyone's interested in just split MF, run off in your own direction, and farm or whatever. It's up to you. If anyone's interested. Well, Mario, I don't know, Phil. We're just under 5. I don't have it turned up to 11 or anything. I just have it on a slow, kind of like normal walk-in, chillin' walk. It's hard to, I almost like run out of breath because I'm trying to talk and walk. Not that I'm like getting super tired, but doing both, it's like hard to keep the breath going. 21 miles to go. We're doing a whole marathon today, fellas. Ah, boy. No. Where should I magic find a Nova Sorc other than the pits? So Nova Sorc I do all the time. So I can give a little better great advice on that, I think. Anyways, I always start off going to the Countess, killing packs in the tower down to the Countess too. Oh, 19, dang yo. That's really nothing. Killing packs down to the Countess, taking out the Countess. Arcane Sanctuary. Getting keys that way and farming on the way out. Some of the Act 1 terror zones I like to do a lot when they come up, like the Stony Tombs or the Cold Plains and stuff like that, just because they're so weak and easy to do, like early on when you don't have great gear. You can do Eldritch and Shank. You can go take on Neelathak. He can be immune to lightning sometimes, so you might need some things to help you out with that, but once you get Sunder Chime and Crescent Moon, you're good to go, usually, which you can obviously get the Rune from the Countess in, well, relatively quick fashion, we'll say. That's kind of the stuff I would go for. Or that's the stuff, that's the kind of the order of operations that I do that stuff in, I should say. Literally run their pits, exactly. Still playing D2R. Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, I'm always kind of multitasking anyways, you know, trying to read and talk. Plus, this whole walking thing, I've kind of been practicing for it my whole life, so getting pretty good at walking. Don't have to think too hard about it. Which 85 area for lightning immune for a lightning build? To be honest, there aren't really, in my opinion. There are some that you can do. I think one of those red portals in Act 5 or something doesn't have any lightning immunes, but it's like a garbage area. I wouldn't even do 85 areas really. There's not really a lot of 85 or TC 87 like items that you can find from the champions in 85 areas. There aren't really a lot of those that are actually any good, to be honest. Let's go to Phil 35. Oh, like, there's a couple, but even like Griffin's Eye is what? That's a TC 84. I think. Like, so you can find that from a lot of different areas that you wouldn't think that you can. Like, you can find that off a thresh socket. Yeah, pits of Acheron. Wait. Acheon? I don't know. I always say pits of Acheron. So if I ever say pits of Acheron, I'm talking about that one red portal. Why do I call it pits of Acheron? I don't know. I like the name. Woo! Okay, let's chill out a little bit here. Maybe not telly stomp, extra strong mana burn. Oops, I don't know what to do. Be 2 o'clock, huh? Yeah, I'm been blasting over here. Fatality. Nice. Well, I don't know what I was doing there for a second. Quality level 84, TC 87. Okay, I guess I was misunderstood there on DC quality level. I don't know why it never makes sense to me. I feel like there's no rhyme or reason. I know we've talked about it before. Everyone's like, well, anyone who talks about it's always like, it makes perfect sense, Phil, and I'm like, no, it doesn't. Oh, Ballista, let's go, man. 189. 14-year-old Phil would have just lost his mind. Infinite Pierce on cows. Oh my goodness. Well, on anything, but specifically cows. Saffron says, just randomly assigned. I don't know, anytime I say I don't understand the rhyme or reason behind it, everyone's always like, oh, it's so easy to understand, Phil. I don't know about everybody, but and I'm like, I don't know, bro. I just don't get it. Oh, if I want to watch the chat here, demon, multi-shot, stone skin. That multi-shot hitting you for like triple damage. While my battle orders ran out as well. Good job, Phil. You know what? I've come this far. I'm just gonna walk the whole stream, I think. Why not? How bad could it be? All of a sudden later today, I'm gonna be like, I can't stand up. I can't stand. Oh no, where's the way out? Okay, it's over here. Rough map. Wolf, let's welcome in. Lucky, yo. Welcome in, Lucky. Hopefully you're having a good day. Oh, my Merc got wrecked. All right, let's just get out of here before I die, huh? Let's up to 36. Here, I'm gonna walk. I'm just gonna go like 30 seconds. I'm gonna go grab another. I drank my whole water bottle already, so I'm quite thirsty. So I'm gonna grab something to drink. Oh, 1 second. All right, a little bit longer than 30 seconds, but it's okay, right? Frankie green screen right now. I'm not sure what that means, Anthony. TCP/IP. No, they got rid of that for D2R. They said it was causing too many problems with people figuring out like duping tricks and hacks and stuff. Oh, didn't get my mercenary back. We'll find it and then we'll go get him. I forgot. Okay, let's see. Oops, sorry. I was trying to see how far I had gone so far. 2 hours and 30 minutes. 5.16 miles. Walking machine over here. Did the 22 Nights of Terror feel cheap this year? So I see you said a comment about the gambling thing. I don't know. I feel like they added in some that I don't know about added in. I thought it was okay, but I don't usually do it, I guess. So I guess last year they added some of these in, and I didn't realize it because I didn't do it a lot last year. But like I thought the find item was cool. I think they should have done the everybody gets teleport. I think they should have done that one like one of the first things they did, because then it would be like 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever it was, days after ladder reset, and giving people an opportunity to like farm more efficiently by being able to teleport or do different areas that they usually wouldn't be able to do, because most people, most average Joes don't have Enigma a week after ladder resets. There's definitely the people out there that get that stuff, but you know, I mean, I guess on the third and fourth, or the second and third day or something, I did find a jaw and a bird. I got stupid lucky, so. Yeah, I thought the find item was probably my favorite. Not that I really utilized it greatly or found anything great when I did it, but man, find item is such a sick skill for magic finding. And some of them, it might just be that some of the 22 Nights of Terror stuff just isn't for everybody, right? Does anyone know, before I say anything else, I'm not really into PvP at all. Do the 22 Nights of Terror stuff affect PvP? Like when they had the one to where people did 50% extra melee damage, did that affect player versus player at all? I would think it, I don't know, I kind of thought it would, but also I don't know. Whoa! What's going on with him? Thanks. Yes, definitely PvP, like teleport, walk around and stuff. Yeah, and I don't know, that's the one thing I was going to say. I don't know how maybe some of them were like more fun for PvP people to have us like almost a special event for a day or something and stuff like that. I see someone say they respect their character for one of the situations. Yeah, I did that too, where I respect to a Berserk Barb to use the or no. What day was that I did that? Because you don't need find item on a Berserk Barb or on a special day to use that. It was something for the sorcerers. I respect on the Berserk Barb for one reason or another. But all right, let's hop to 37. Oh, lucky! I totally would. Yeah. Totally would. Donna, you're looking at it. I've been doing this for like 5 years. He only played online once, Constantinius says. Interesting. Okay. Some people are nice, but huh. I feel like nowadays the online, I don't really ever, even like when I'm out playing without people, which I don't play online a crazy ton, but I don't really ever see any of the weirdo crazy people like back when we were kids. It's unfortunate if you do still run into those people, but yeah, I haven't seen anybody like that in a while have any problems with people online or anything, just being mega douchers. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Someone said the teleport. Darian says teleport was fun for the low-level duelers. That's what some of them. I didn't think about it till people mentioned it. Some of them were like, "Oh, on a playthrough, this makes the playthroughs crazy fast." You know what I mean? Especially having teleport on a playthrough. You know, just inherently. Or I think it was the 75 all res day. It's like, oh man, on a playthrough, you're golden. You know, like you're set. You don't have to pay attention to res at all. So there was some stuff like that, but I think it's with the 22 Nights of Terror. Of course, there was one. What was it? 75% increased stamina. It's like, oh, that's fun. But a lot of them, I think, were just, you know, some of them were for people that want to do playthroughs. Some of them were for Magic Find people. Some of them, people love the gambling one. So they just weren't, not all of them were for everybody. Diablo players are kitten compared to WoW players. I would say I don't never played WoW, but I would agree with you anyways. Just because I can remember people saying things like that, and then like, I don't know, I just believe it for reasons. Battle gauntlets. For reasons. I almost got another level here in accident. Martha's about to be 93. All right, we will hop to 38. Yeah, Tyrell's might drops. Probably would fall over. Yeah, Smolp's up a minute ago saying, kind of similar to what I was saying there, that they were awesome for low level or for new characters. Yeah. 100 res, double life. Yeah. I never did try out the wolf one really. But yeah, maybe, I think that was you actually that had said that the other day though. All right, we're at the point where we could craft another amulet here if we get lucky. We'll go you, and you. Whoop. Perfect. Oh, summoning for the druid. Ooh. Any summoning druids out there that need some poison res? We'll throw it on the giveaway pile, I guess. We'll do that a little bit later. Just get rid of that page. I do need to do those Ja and Burr giveaways here pretty soon, I guess. Maybe another day. Maybe I'll do everything. I'll save these Jaws and Burrs for another day, perhaps. I do got to do the torch stuff. Maybe I'll trade a couple of them and give the rest of them away. And figure it out. Man. Alright. Maybe I might stop doing this here in a minute. My hips are starting to hurt and stuff. Guess I haven't walked over 5 miles anytime recently. 5.5 miles. I'm a man. I'll keep going. Getting out of stamina, drink a potion. There you go. Yeah, I'm not really going fast, but man, sweating a little bit here. I'm legitimately starting to stink. Maybe this is a little bit of a workout. According to this thing, I've burned like 700 calories. Actually, it is a little bit depressing even though. That 2 hours and 50 minutes, almost 3 hours on that treadmill. And you burn like 700 calories. Even though I'm just walking, you know, not crazy, but Constantinius saying Lineage 2 players. I don't think I've even ever heard of that game before. Maybe someone mentioned it the other day. Man. I'm gonna have to cancel the gym membership. I'll just have to work every day. A Korean MMO. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, not exactly my wheelhouse there. Wait, is that game called Diablo 2? Nah, never heard of it. If it's not called Diablo 2, I've never heard of it. Co-runes are popping off today. All right, let's go 39. Ooh. No, I stretch my arms again. Of course, I crushed the table again. Oh, kind of stretched my arms. Anyone newer in here, I did a push day at the gym yesterday. Really got after it. Man, I'm getting tired. 2 hours and 44 minutes, it said. 5.6 miles. 650 calories. Allegedly. I'm taking it to the bank, though. I'm treating that 650 as gospel. As gospel. It's 100% accurate, not off by any bit. Jack's got what's going on. For a second, I thought this, and then I seen it. Then I seen it was you. Lineage, Constantinius saying Lineage like D2 but brighter, huh? Brighter like Diablo 3 brighter? Yeah, Fred knows what's up. 40% of the time it works. Every time. Man, what a great movie. Anchorman. Oh boy, just deleted. And I'm the next one here, apparently. Poor Emilio.
Good day. Hello.
Oh, my neck. Next break in here. Emilio had a family. Yeah, good thing there's magic in this game. You just like pay $50,000 and you come back to life. Yeah, unfortunately in Diablo 2, staying alive is pay to win. If you're poor, you can't afford it. $50,000, live forever, per time you die. If you're poor, you're donezo. Peace out. Says he's taking off there, so I'm gonna hop to number 40. Emilio Jr. Nice. Bought some items like Name of Crescent Moon, Grief, Griffin's Eye. Huh. You bought, like, you paid money for their beat buff? Yeah, yeah, paying money for stuff I would never recommend it. You know, people do whatever they want. You know, I'm not attacking them or anything, but I do feel like not finding things yourself and trading for them, like that's the exciting part. That's the fun part. It's not really fun having a Griffin's Eye for very long. It's fun finding it. So that's the way I view things anyways for this game. Constantinius said he watched some Diablo Immortal stuff. Interesting. Yeah, it wasn't actually the worst game, but obviously I guess the being technically in first place or whatever. The thing is, when I play these games, I never play for the leaderboards and stuff, so I guess I kind of didn't really see that part of it. And then any PvP aspect. There was PvP in it, right? That was 100% essentially completely pay to win, right? The more you spend, the better you did, I think, anyways. Which is another thing I never do. So I think the most negative stuff about it I didn't see because of the way that I play games, and I just viewed it as like, it's an okay game and it's free, so you know what you're gonna do, huh? But yeah, a lot of the people are real upset about Diablo Immortal, which, yeah, I mean, if the things that they love to do got ruined because of how it is, I could see, I suppose. $230, huh? We'll go to the next one here, 41. My back. Itchy, 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 itchy. Penguin says he plays hardcore. Yeah, I know hardcore though, man.
Yes.
I don't find enough stuff to not feel bad about losing everything again. I don't know. I don't like and you know, I don't need to rediscuss fully my hardcore opinions, but man, I would just hate to like have to sneeze one time, and then my character gets nuked. You know, that'd be so terrible. Or like I look over at my daughter because she's talking to me, and then like a cursed archer pack comes up and just deletes me. I was like, oh great. My phone rings and my mom's calling me. I look over to see who's calling. It's my mom or something. Then I look back and I'm dead. Just does not sound like a fun time to me. But yeah. Well, they got them as two different options. You can play hardcore, you can play softcore, whatever each person enjoys, right? Oh, out here with my call to arms, wondering why I can't kill stuff faster. Probably been running for 2 hours with my call to arms out the whole time. Been hitting all the vegetarian, CrossFit, hardcore D2 player. Now, not even vegetarian. What we're gonna get more out there. CrossFit, hardcore D2 player that always orders his steaks medium well. Gets his tofu medium rare though. Now, what do you think more people get more outraged about? A veganism? Because people get real outrageous about that for some reason. I don't get why. Like, people just eat the food they like, and that's what it is. But people do. But what do you think people get more outraged by? Vegan or getting your steaks well done? What do you think people get more outraged about? I think specifically on my channel, I think people get more outraged by well done steaks. I could be wrong though. Could be wrong. Catch up on a well done steak. No. Hey, people, you should see some of the. It's gonna start coming out here in a second. People and getting upset about well done steaks. The funny thing is, I'm gonna tell you guys something. Don't unsubscribe though. Smolf's unsubbed before I even said it. I'm not vegan or anything, but I honestly probably eat tofu more often than I eat steaks. And let me tell you why. Like, the cheapest steak you can buy, sure, we got the $2 Asmongold. That's not even, come on, that's not real life. The $2 Asmongold steak. Tofu is $1.59 a pound. How much is a steak? The cheapest one you really get is what, $12.99 a pound? Such a good value for tofu. $20-$30. Yeah, there you go. I haven't bought steak in a long time. Well, not a long time really. No, it's been like a month since I bought a steak. Just so expensive. I mean, I bought some ground beef the other day. I probably, hey, maybe we'll do burgers today. Yeah, maybe we'll do burgers. Yeah, I think we'll do burgers today. But yeah, I noticed it's just so you just fry up some little, you cube tofu up into like 1/4-inch tofu cubes. You fry them real quick, mix them in with some like scrambled eggs and some like whatever leftover meat from the other day or something. Good to go. Put some salt and pepper and garlic powder on the tofu, and just tastes like little crunchy, salty little cubes. Plus, it's $1.59 a pound, so good value. Tofu burgers, never had one. I could not imagine that tasting good, but I have made like a tofu, almost like a tofu sandwich one time. So I took the tofu and I just sliced it you know, I just put it into rectangular slices because it comes in like block, and I fried those on each side, and I put it on a piece of bread with cheese and barbecue sauce. That wasn't bad. Some of them were thicker than others, so they weren't all the same doneness. So some of them were unfortunate because undercooked or not cooked very much tofu is real bad. But if you just get it cooked good and crunchy on the outside, good to go. 4 for $35 at Costco sirloin, you say, huh? I guess it depends. See, I'm not a steak expert here. What are those, like 8-ounce sirloins? That would be $7 each. So that's like $14 a pound. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Go 43 here. 275 USD. Ah, nice. Just do the $2 Asmongold. Even the $2 Asmongold steak is like $5 nowadays. Not to mention that the $2 Asmongold steak is such a thin piece of meat. It's like maybe a fifth of a pound. Like I know he's like 115 pounds. But yeah, that's not gonna cut it for me. Where is the... There it is. Nailed it. Halloumi. No, Sunil. I don't know if is that a real thing or are you trying to get me with some joke? Is that a real thing? I don't even want to say it out loud because I feel like you're trying to get me. Xantis says there's a time and a place for well done steak, and that time is after you turn 6 years old. No, it's fine. It's fine. Like I don't do it on purpose, but sometimes, you know, you buy cheaper steaks, like one end will be a little thinner than the other, so the end ends up well done when the rest is like done differently. It's fine. It's not optimal, but it's fine. It's fine. People I don't know where people got this thing to where if a steak's cooked to well done, it's inedible. Just because you don't like, it's not your favorite. Like that's like something my 8-year-old says. Like, oh, there's something. A bone visage. So this one's going to be giant skull. 2 sockets, 29 to strength. Does that go to 30? I don't really remember for sure, but it's got the 2 sockets at least. So that's cool. Giant skull's a cool item. Yeah. Oh yeah, but I was saying, yeah, my 8-year-old complains about if she doesn't. I don't like it that much, she says. I'm like, you like hot dogs? We're just gonna do something simple. I'm just gonna cook some hot dogs for dinner. No, I don't like hot dogs that much. Make hamburgers and French fries. Like, but you like this, and we're not eating hamburgers and French fries every day. But I don't like it that much. Red Phil stream. Yo! Oh man, it fits so good. I'll have to make that the stream title next time. Consider that stolen. Hot dogs and mac and cheese, yo. Hey, you can't cut up hot dogs and mac and cheese. It's a choking hazard nowadays. Didn't you hear? Just joking. I mean, it is kind of, but. That's not something we ever really did too much. I didn't do it growing up, so And obviously, as an adult, I don't do cut up hot dogs and mac and cheese very often either. Not very often. All right, where are we at here? Let's see. 3 hours. Only 6.25 miles. 720 calories. So, I mean, that's pretty solid. Pretty solid. New to the channel. Yeah, I just got to my Darkest Night. My wife just bought this for me for Christmas. So, just did 3 hours on here. So, yeah, best in slaughter, nothing. Melly says, yeah, that's how. My daughter's a real min-maxer when it comes to meals. She wants nothing but the best in slot meal. I never thought. I didn't think about it that way. That's funny. He's a real min-maxer here over here. That's funny. All right, so at the time here, I usually could stream a little bit longer, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm so tired, and then it's gonna take me like 5 minutes to move all this stuff around. And I gotta go pick my kid up from school, so I'm gonna go ahead and call her a day on the stream. So yeah, sorry, Darkest. You just hopped in for the first time, now I'm hopping off here, but just that time. So appreciate y'all joining me. Hopefully you guys all got a good workout. Well, I was getting a tiny workout walking on this treadmill for 3 hours, but appreciate y'all joining me. Huge shout out. I do want to go through the shout out the people supporting the stream today, because absolute legends. Thank you guys so much for supporting the stream. We got Claude up here early on, Jordan Teague, Daniel Shaner, I think. Shaner, I thought it was Schneider for a second, but the end's in the wrong spot, or a different spot. So thank you, Daniel. The other Phil, appreciate you, Phil MMC, Nievo, Jeer, Ricky P, Wicked Plumber, absolute legend, coming in with 20 gifted memberships over. If you're still here, Wicked Plumber, thank you so much once again. And last Bulbasaur, 38 months of Slayer Jabu. 38 months of channel membership here on YouTube. Thank you everyone on YouTube. Thank you everybody who are on Twitch. YouTube, thank you guys for hitting the like button for me. Appreciate that too, because I know you guys did, so I'm not going to ask you to. I know you already did hit the like button because you guys are legends. So with that being said, peace out, fellas. Hopefully you have a great day. And yeah, keep slaying. Oh, you legends.